Good afternoon, YouTube. So this is the Don Edwards Wildlife Refuge here. I think this is their main building. This is Alviso, California over here. So I went over to the Alviso Marina over here, kind of in the glare there, and they're still working on the trail. So apparently that's called Reach 2 and 3. Over here, this is Reach 1, and I talked to somebody that was working over there, and they said the Alviso Marina Trail reaches 2 and 3 should be open by the end of the month, end of October here, maybe early November. I guess they're just still finishing up. They're putting pavers and kind of cleaning up all their equipment and everything. But the woman I talked to said this side is open, and it looks like they've finished. I don't see anything aside from this one rental dump truck that I guess they haven't taken back yet, and there's kind of like a wash station there, hand washing station. Down at the end of the pavement there, there's a sign that says closed, no public access. But you get out here and it looks like this is open. So here there's this one loop you can make around here, and then there's another dead end trail at the far end that goes out partway around the next levee or next pond. So as far as I can tell, this looks like it's open. Looks like they've built some new wooden walkways over here. I think this is kind of like their nature trail here. So this is, walking only. Like I said, there's a sign back there, the same sign they have at the marina, says no public access. But it's just kind of off to the side. It's not like the trail's open and the sign is off to the side. And the woman at the marina said this is where they did the ribbon cutting, like last month, end of September. They had a ribbon cutting ceremony, and that's what I saw the little newspaper clip. Said something about, oh, the trails are open. Well, it's this trail is apparently open. I'm just trying to decide if I want to ride around here. I don't see anything that says it's not open. I guess basically what they did was they raised all these levees up. You can see they've done the erosion control, and they've raised these levees up probably twice as high as they were. So I guess that was the main thing out here, is they just had to haul probably thousands of loads of dirt out here and start building up the levees, pack it in, build it up, pack it in. So a lot of truck traffic out here for the last several years. Maybe I'll give it a try, go run around here and just see what it's like. I think this is a couple of miles around. I haven't done this trail for quite a while. I guess I've been parked long enough, my bike turned off, so I'll have to turn it back on and maybe take a spin around here, see what it's like. So I'll report back if I get pulled over. I don't see anybody out here, so I think I'll maybe give it a shot and see what it's like. Okay, way over there is the headquarters, road out around here, and then this is what's called the Mallard Slough Spur Trail, and it comes out here to the end. I guess this is Coyote Creek here, and the old buildings, you can see there's a building over there, and there's a couple over here. You can see them just over the railroad trestle there. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 buildings. That is the ghost town of Drawbridge. I guess started out 1876, and then by 1926 there were nearly 90 structures out here. And this was kind of interesting because the only way you could get to this town was by train, or you could, I guess, take a boat. It was mainly a train serviced town, and it was mainly set up for bird hunting. And then they had, the regular bars and saloons and whatnot. The county border is just past the north side of the creek there. It's Santa Clara County on this side, and I think Alameda County on the other side. So apparently the Santa Clara County side of the town was where things were a little bit wilder, because in order for the Santa Clara sheriff to get out here, he'd have to come from all the way down from San Jose and take the train all the way up here to get to the Santa Clara part of Drawbridge, where the Alameda sheriff could just come down, you know, just a short way down from, you know, you can see where those buildings are. So yeah, that's kind of neat. But I think this is open here because we had rain about 3 days ago, and there's several sets of fresh bicycle tracks on the road. So people have been out here, and then I also saw some footprints in the muddy areas, and the trail is really nice. It's just super smooth. So we're 2 miles from the start of the trail over there. So I'm going to go back through the spur trail here. Right there, there's some sort of building there that they built. And then that's where you can cross the train tracks and go into the Alviso Marina trails, but those are still closed. But you can go down the west side of this Mallard Slough. So I guess that's what this whole area is called, Mallard Slough, and over there is Alviso Slough. Okay, yeah, right here is where you cross over the train tracks into the Reach 2 and 3 trail in Alviso Slough. I don't see any signs right there. Officially, you can go around that side and back to the Marina. I did that a number of years ago. And then right here, this is kind of like the sign I saw at the main headquarters there. It says, "Do not enter, trails closed," but you can see it hasn't been removed, but they took out the top screw. I mean, the screw was removed. They left the bottom one there and kind of turned it upside down. And the sign at the other end was sort of off to the side of the trail. It was kind of like somebody took it down and set it off to the side. And when you have a sign like that, that usually means it's not applicable. Yeah, here's the ACE train. Amtrak, California. So yeah, I think that train runs all the way. I think it goes over to Stockton. A lot of birds out here, like just along the road there. It's just packed. And then all these little islands out here. I think a bunch of pelicans out there. Yeah, if you like birds, this is a place to come. I mean, there is every kind of waterfowl you can imagine. Ducks, geese, there's pelicans, egrets. Yeah, I think this is open down here, so you can ride down there, and then the trail just goes down this side and then across the far edge of the water there, and then all the way back to the headquarters building there. Taking the trail next to the train tracks, and yeah, here's where they have been working. You can see this is the old trail, or the original trail, and then all of a sudden they go up probably a good 10 feet or so, and then that's all the new levee that they built. You can see the levee on the other side there. If I can shade the camera a little bit. Yeah, there's the levee there, and then you can see across the water there's the levee on the other side. So yeah, I guess that's what they've been doing, is trying to build up this southern end of the bay for a little flood protection. That's where they've been working, is just this section here. This is the before, and that's the after right there. That's what they've been doing out here for all these years, just building up the levees. So anyway, yeah, I gotta start heading home here, so hope you enjoyed that look out here and see what they've been working on for all these years. So as always, thanks for watching.